Everybody, how did that go? That was almost that was almost a fade in. Every day in every way, we get a little bit better. We get closer to God. Hello, hello, and welcome to Queer Games Heck Yeah, where we play through a bunch of quality indie games that may or may not have queer themes or queer characters or a queer worldview or queer politics. And by may or may not, I mean they do. I'm excited about today's game, but I know nothing about it. So if you don't like surprise content, look away. Let me adjust my t-shirt. Let's get going. Let's not delay. All right. The game is called Hybrid Rainbow. A quality title. Oh no, names. Oops, that's loud. Um, Let me just... Can I turn that down? Display, text color. Ah, here we go. Turn that down. Turn that down. Alright. I'm going to say Casina. Terrible. In Brazilian Portuguese, it means the slaughter and dismemberment of a pig or cattle. Did I give the content warning? It could be dark. It's also used for a type of crime. The crime of... It's frustrating to me that I can't speak Portuguese. Let's look up how to pronounce this word. You know, learn something every day. Hasina, maybe? Here we go.
Chacina.
Shasina. Okay. According to some random bot on the internet, it's pronounced Shasina. The crime is Shasina, meaning a mass murder. The act to murder a larger number of people. The act to murder a large number of people in a short period of time. There's one happening right now in the favela I live, and I'm trying to get home and see if my girlfriend is there. Alive, I hope. It all started with one gang trying to take over another gang's territory, and then the police got involved. It quickly turned into a bloodbath. So far, it's been 2 weeks since I've been unable to get home. I want to do a job in a client's house, and here I am still, barely 8, sleep deprived, with a backpack full of equipment and materials to fix cyborgs and others. Not great. I was going to say it's giving me a little bit of RoboCop vibe, but I didn't want to apply my own, 20th century sci-fi filter to it. But I am getting RoboCop vibes off it now. I'm still trying to figure out how to best use the microphone. Now I've just got a weird cable dangling off my face. Talking about cyborgs, I've got this thing. My phone's battery's spent, and all business around me are closed since this... And all business around... Okay, I think it needs an editor, this game. A close, since this whole gang war turned police operation started. I can't reach out for my girlfriend in any way. The last option is waiting till the fighting dies down and make a run for my home. Until the fighting dies down and make a run for my home. Okay, which should be right about now. The first time I haven't heard any shots being fired in weeks. I won't miss that gunfire sound, that's for sure. I go up the hill into the favela. I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever said it out loud. So I'm also going to look up the pronunciation of that.
Favela.
Favela, okay. That's close. What are we looking at? I go up the hills into the favela, hoping that I can get home safe and sound. The favelas have been a part of Rio de Janeiro and Brazil as a whole since before the climate disaster and the rise of Lunar Garden. Even before the computer had been invented. It's where the poor and the marginalized live, and where the government oversight is higher. Then the police comes and decides to kill anyone in their sight, not too far from home now. It's been a while since I went up to the favela on foot. Usually one of the moto taxis take me up. Usually for free. Both me and Yara had helped them a lot since moving here. Maybe it's out of gratitude. Maybe it's out of a sense of giving back. Speaking of their moto taxis, I wonder if they are okay. I haven't seen any blood or bullet holes near their hangout place, so maybe they are safe? Or maybe I'll find out that one or two of them got killed by stray bullets, or by the cops themselves. Cops always have a thing against people on motorcycles. I'm just super paranoid about the audio. Oh, webcam. That's a problem. Okay, what about that? Does that sound better? I think that's going to sound better. I sacrificed everything to do that little crossfade in at the start of Queer Games Heck Yeah today. And what does it cost me? It's cost me my audio levels, it's cost me my presentation, it's cost me my microphone technique. I don't know if being professional is worth it some of the time. Cops always have a thing against people on motorcycles. Just hope for the best. No, a multiple syllable name. See, my name is Luke. I'm Luke Miller, game dev. It's the one syllable name. Although someone's trying to tell me the other day that it's almost two. Luke. Luke. But it means I just struggle with people who have, multiple syllable names. Aparicida. Aparicida? Aparicida. Let's say, hope for the best, Aparicida. Just hope for the best. Apologies if I've garbled that. The stores are all closed. The bar me and Yara used to go. I hope the owner is okay. He said he had a daughter in Recife. She must be worried sick. The bakery. There's an awful lot of blood on the ground nearby. I wonder if the baker and his husband are okay. They always stayed late working. Heh, right. The capitals don't allow people of the same gender to marry, or have any romantic or sexual relationship at all. See, this is real cyberpunk, not like certain other games I could mention, which are just kind of like not very cyberpunky, even though they look cyberpunk. The politics of them are just kind of generic. Decency laws and whatnot. I had to have some heckhole in border calling me a man to my face. Good thing Yarrow was there to stop me from doing something stupid. Heck, me being considered a man here was the only thing that let me and Yarrow enter the city in the first place. It sucks, but at least we have a place to live at. An awful place to live, I have to say. The hair salon, the lights are still on. People must have left running, but the family that lives upstairs. Shouldn't they have come and turned the lights off, close off the shop? That one restaurant Yara likes, it's a bloodbath in there. Are those people on the floor? I need to get out of here. Why does this happen? Why is it that we have to suffer this violence just because of where we live? Shouldn't the capitals be safe? Shouldn't the people living in them have access to good quality services, healthcare, education, safety? No, it was all a lie. I hate this place. That's when I see it, someone leaving the restaurant. For a moment I'm glad to see someone alive, and then it hits me. Is this person a cop? A member of a gang? Once they get closer, I realize they aren't either. Okay, we're here to take screenshots, by the way, as part of the Queer Games Festival. So that is what I shall be doing right now. Taking a screenshot. Because this is pretty cool. I think I recognize this art style from a game from several years ago in the festival. Something about vampire bruises? I'm not really. That's what I remember about your game. But I remember it being very good. I remember it being a bit dark, but I remember it being dark in a good way. A lot like our bruise. When you get a bruise and then you just find yourself pressing it, and you're like, it hurts, but it's a good kind of hurt. I think that's what I get perhaps from this developer. Yet they have blood in their hands. So, I mean, I think this is actually a step up from that other game because I see the character art is blinking. Um, yeah, the art has improved. Not that it was bad before or anything, but I can definitely see that its style has kind of moved on a little bit. Um, yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, seeing this has made it go up a little bit in my estimation because, uh, you know, I guess we'll see where it goes. I'm wondering if I should like try and talk out my feelings about cyberpunk and just kind of like showing alternative culture in mainstream games at all. I mean, it's a bit hard with this wind blowing through my headphones. Turn down a smidgen. It's like if you make a game about piracy and then someone pirates your game and you get upset. It's like, oh, so you're allowed to valorize piracy, but you owe nothing to it. It's like once there was a ad for a soft drink, and in the ad, it's like, they go and these people sort of break in and have a party inside this corporate foyer. And I'm like, if you actually did that to the soft drink company, they would call the police. But they're sort of selling this lifestyle, but they don't actually commit to that lifestyle. I think that's what authenticity is a little bit. And so it's with cyberpunk, right? To me, punk is really all this kind of like political anarchy a bit. But then if you're like just using it to tell this really conservative story, basically sort of a religious story that you can, you know, take home to your village, I'm very underwhelmed. That's why I think this game might be good because I think it's going to be cyberpunk and it's going to be more punk than we think. I'm really selling it up, aren't I? It could be over in like 10 seconds. Yet they have blood in their hands. They haven't seen me yet, but I notice they are holding their ear as they speak to someone. Stranger. It's me. The mission was a success. They saw me. My blood freezes. I don't know why I don't run away. I can't. My body won't move. I'll meet you in an hour. Her hand moves away from her ear and she stares at me. I can't run. I want to run, but I can't. Weird, right? Never was able to get used to talk via my network access. I grew up with smartphones, you see. Do you know what those are? I nod. That's so. Are you afraid of me? I nod again and force myself to speak. I just want to go home. Amen. Nothing is stopping you from doing that. Let's be honest here, you and me. There's no cameras in this area, therefore no visual proof of either of us meeting. Same with any audio proof. And I don't believe you're willing to go to the police and tell them about what you saw, are you? After all, you are a witness to what they are doing right now. They could be thinking that you saw a police officer. You know what they would do to you, don't you? Also, let's be honest. After what they did here, I bet you have no trust for the police. They are right. Oh no. I've just been evicted from my house. Wow. You know what? I'm going to end the stream right there. Um, awkward. I mean, that's quite hilarious. Uh, I've been having a bit of grief with my landlord recently. Well, the tenant agency. They want to do construction work on the balcony for 2 weeks, um, and which I'm okay with, but I think there should have been rent relief because it's a one-bedroom apartment, and the balcony. I basically live out there. I have my meals out there, and I do a lot of work out there. and they wanted to lock it off for 2 weeks as a construction zone and have people coming in and through the apartment to grind, and they go grinding between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. And of course, I work at my desk. I'm 1 meter away from the balcony. So I said, well, I can do it, but I'm going to need to rent a hot desk for a week, or for the duration of the work. Um, and so if you could like waive the rent for that period, because I kind of would consider the place unlivable. And they didn't reply. This is about a week ago, and I just received an eviction notice. So I guess that's me done for Queer Games. Heck yeah. Um, Oof. What's there to say? Um, it's okay. I was kind of like not expecting it, but I was a bit like, I literally couldn't be here for 2 weeks. Like I literally couldn't live here if they were constructing. So maybe they've just kind of gone, oh, let's just call it quits. But they haven't done it the right way, I don't think, because I feel like I've been a very good tenant. Keep the place very clean. Um, hmm. I was thinking of moving anyway. That's why I felt confident saying to them, look, you've got to waive the rent for this, because I was kind of prepared to walk. Um, just sending me an automated message though that you've been terminate your lease has been terminated. That's a bit harsh, because we have known each other for a while. um, should we keep going? No, no, no. I think what I will do is I'm gonna go to the gym, get some fresh air, come back and have some lunch, and I don't know, start making some calls. All right. I'll talk to you later. How do I get out of here? Main menu. Absolutely apologies to the dev whose game I was playing. I'll try and come back to it. Um, but that's the way the uh, real life is really intruded on this stream. That is hilarious to me. But I'm not too upset. I'm actually kind of like relieved, and also I think it was time to move. So it is what it is. Okay, bye.